It's the National Football League on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Bengals and the Lions, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
There we go. There we go.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 72 yards. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right back to him on first down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
2nd and 6. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
The Lions are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And if we look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Let's face it, anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits in this era of high-flying offenses, that's saying something.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they work. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow the defense to get a chance to catch their breath. 7.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play. They could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
He sets to fire deep.
And as we check the next-gen stats, the play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. It's not enough time to throw the football.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He's going to air one out, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there. That brings up 4. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. He's still on his feet. Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's Burrow. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 20! And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. The Lions offense set to take over.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
That comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now at Ford Field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go play action with Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Burrow throw. Now he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. And a lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A gain of 3, second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
2nd and 14. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
50 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. Special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. And that miss should just about right have finished to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.